Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for joining me here today for another pick a card reading. For those of you that may be new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and the topic that we are going to be reading on in today's video is going to be a love energy check-in between you and your person of interest. So what we're going to be doing in this reading is first starting off by getting a little bit of a breakdown into the dynamics at play currently in this connection. So we'll be tapping into your energy as the viewer, your person's energy, and the energy joining the both of you together. Then we'll transition into an energy check-in just with your person, just to kind of see how they're specifically feeling about the connection at this time. So this is a really great reading for you to view if you're just needing a little bit of a deeper insight and clarity into what might be going on with your connection. I know sometimes connections can be confusing, relationships can be confusing. Sometimes we're not always able to communicate with the person to get clarity from them directly. So if that sounds like something that pertains to you, then this will be a great place for you to get a little bit of deeper insight. Please keep in mind, you all, that these readings are general in nature, so there may be some messages within that are specifically meant for you and your connection, while other messages may not. So just take what resonates with you and leave behind anything that doesn't. If you all do want to book a personal reading, I do offer that. You can check the description box down below if you want a more deep dive personal reading into your situation. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our deck selection for today's pick a card reading. So starting here, we've got deck number 1. We have the Wheel of the Year Tarot with some rhodochrosite. Deck number 2 is the Halloween Tarot with some moonstone. And then for deck number 3, we've got the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot with some smoky quartz. So let's go ahead and center our energy. Take a deep breath. Think about your person. Think about your connection. Ask what clarity you need to receive regarding this connection at this time. And when you're ready, go ahead and select the deck or the crystal that your intuition is pulling you to. Really try to choose with your intuition versus your eyes. And once you've made your selection, you can scroll down to the description box below to locate your timestamp that corresponds to your reading. See you all there. Hey there, Pile One. So if you all selected the pink rhodochrosite heart, this will be your reading all about your connection with your person. First, we're going to go into your pre-shuffled oracle cards just to get like a little bit of a deeper understanding of the dynamics at play in this relationship. And then the second half of the reading, I'm going to shuffle your tarot cards on camera as well as these divine masculine cards just to see where your person specifically stands, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So the energy joining this connection together at this time is the Warning card. We also have the Throat chakra coming in. We have one person here, the Divine Masculine. We have Taking Out the Trash. And we have Keys on a Ring. Okay. The next person, we have the Guide. We have the Moral Compass. Okay. And we have the Mirror. Wow. Okay, guys. Really, really powerful, really interesting energy. And what I'm noticing, like right off the bat, there is a lot of blue, lots of blue energy in your cards. And one of the energies joining this relationship together is the energy of the throat chakra. So communication is really being highlighted in this relationship. So the throat chakra, this card talks about truth. It says, speak from your heart. It is the only thing worth listening to. So I definitely feel like authenticity is really being highlighted in this relationship. And I feel like the throat chakra is possibly an imbalance in this relationship because of the warning of the red flags. I think that there's a problem in this relationship with both parties being able to speak and vocalize their true feelings. about the other person or their true feelings about the connection in general, okay? Throat chakra imbalances can be like, you know, when we're holding back and we're not speaking our truth. But they can also be about like just unhealthy communication habits in the sense of like, you know, volatile communication or not listening, not really hearing the other person, right? But intuitively, just because of the message of truth and speaking from the heart, I'm almost wondering if there has been like a conversation that this group, for this pile, that you and your person have had that has made you and them feel like you guys are not in alignment, like you're not really on the same page, right? So let's go ahead and just like deep dive into each person so we can get a greater understanding of what's going on. And just so you guys know, when you're viewing these readings, I keep it really like, I guess kind of vague about which person is which, right? Because every connection is going to be totally different. So for some of you viewing this, you might identify with this energy while your person is this energy. For others of you, it could be flipped, and this is you and this is your person. Sometimes too, there's elements that resonate for both. So you might find that you personally as the viewer resonate with both piles, and that's really normal too. So just kind of be open to receiving the message. But I want to start here with the divine masculine. So the person in this connection who is showing up as the divine masculine, I kind of feel like this person, maybe in the past used to be a little bit of a player. Or maybe they're still kind of in a little bit of a player energy. Like the vibe I'm getting is they're sort of like, they still have like a toe in that pond, but they're trying to ascend. I feel like this person who's the divine masculine is really going through an awakening right now where they're trying to step into their power and they're trying to manage their life and manage their responsibilities a little bit better than they did in the past. You know, taking out the trash, this is about releasing. This is about throwing away your baggage. This is about managing your responsibilities. It also talks about organizing your surroundings, right? And so I do feel like this person, because we have the keys on a ring here, this person may have treated this person in the past like they were just an option. You know, maybe this person has come across a little bit scattered in their energy. Maybe they've been dating other people for some of you. Or it could just be that this person is detached, right? Just for whatever reason. Maybe they just have some sort of like avoidant attachment, or they're avoidant to connecting with the person here, the guide. But I definitely feel like they're trying to be a little bit more responsible than they've been in the past. But, you know, with the red flags energy coming up here, it's like, you know, I definitely think that there's an awareness that the divine masculine has, that this person here, the guide, like maybe there's something that's out of alignment here, because where this person is over here, like, you know, still having a toe in the player pond, but trying to kind of pull themselves out of it, trying to heal, trying to do the self-work. You know, I feel like they're picking up on something within the guide that I feel like what's going on here is actually because like this person who's showing up as the guide, you know, moral compass, this is talking about like really reflecting on the situation and asking yourself if like it aligns with us. Like, does it align with your values? It says use your best judgment. So I almost feel like this divine masculine person knows that they've been seen by the guide, if you guys get what I mean. Like, I feel like this guide person is coming across as being really intuitive and really wise. And I feel like they have a really healing presence and a healing energy to them. Like the divine masculine is attracted to the guide because of the light that the guide provides to them, the warmth that the guide provides to them. But I almost feel like the divine masculine knows that the guide sees through their BS. You know, and so for them, this is why there's like a red flag issue here, because it's like, if this person knows that they're still kind of attached to their player lifestyle, and they know that this is something that the guide doesn't want, then they're picking up on the fact that there's this lack of balance here. Something's out of alignment. But the guide person, you know, I definitely feel like this person is also in a space of really assessing this connection and reflecting on it. Because in addition to that moral compass energy, we also have the energy of the mirror, right? Like reflecting on the situation. Introspection is coming through. I feel like if you guys have been in separation from this person, I feel like both of you guys have been working on yourselves. But I feel like the divine masculine person has been more so working on like them, whereas the guide person has been more like reflecting on this connection in the time of separation. Like there's a lot of work, like especially when I'm looking at the card, the guide card, it's almost like you've left the light on for this person so that they can find you if they want to come back. And as you've left that light on, you've been like reflecting on this relationship and reflecting on the dynamics that are at play here. This is really interesting. So let's go ahead. I want to transition into your tarot. So I'm going to go ahead and just like place these cards off to the side, and then we will shuffle your tarot cards and message cards on camera. So for my pile number, I almost said 3. So for my pile 2 viewers, Spirit, help us understand where their person stands in this connection. How do they feel? Let's go ahead and see. All right, so we've got the message of the Princess of Wands. Let's go ahead and see. We have the 8 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. Okay. And we have the Hierophant. Okay. Bottom deck energy, we have the Queen of Swords. So with that Queen of Swords, what I can automatically tell you guys is that this person truly respects you. You know, the Queen of Swords is definitely someone that's not to be messed with. You know, this is someone that has really, really strong boundaries. And I kind of intuitively am feeling like the guide person is you, my viewer. Because you guys were showing up with that moral compass card, right? And the Queen of Swords is certainly someone that's really in alignment with her truth. You know, we've got the Swords energy, which has to do with communication, which lines up with that throat chakra. But this is also somebody that is going to be really introspective and really wise, right? And you guys were definitely showing up as being really wise, really looking in the mirror and evaluating this relationship to see how it truly works for you or doesn't work for you, right? So this person knows that like you guys are true to yourselves and you're not going to take any crap. I do feel like they have a lot of respect for you. Okay, so let's continue. I'm going to get some of these cards as clarifiers, and then I'll get into your message here. So for pile 1, how is their person feeling about them at this time? Let's clarify this Page of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, Hierophant. Okay. So what did I say, you guys? Avoidance. That's insane. Yep. So avoidance. Let's go ahead and see. Okay. We have music. Okay. And let's get one more. Unawakened. Yep. Yeah, you guys, I definitely get the sense that like this person, look at this at the bottom of the deck. We have protection. I feel safer in silence. Underneath that, we have searching. I'm still trying to find myself. Underneath that, we have safe. You feel like home to me. This is that divine masculine person, you guys. Like this person is still avoiding intimacy. I think just in general within love and relationships, because they're still trying to figure out who they are. They're still growing and trying to step into that, you know, that divine masculine energy. So let's continue here. Let me get these spaced out so we can see them a little bit better. So with that Page of Wands, you guys, I'm definitely getting the vibe that this person really misses you, because this Page of Wands is like looking out. It's almost like they're searching for something, or they're looking for someone. And they have the red rose in their hand, which red roses for me definitely symbolize love. So I truly feel like this person is really missing you. I feel like they want communication with you, but with the avoidance message coming through, this says, seeing you reminds me of things that are not easy to deal with, right? There's only going to be so much depth in communication that you're going to be able to get from this person until they fully healed their own stuff, okay? Page of Wands is very much this energy of like sporadic communication. So this is going to be someone that's coming in with like random text messages every few weeks. They're like in and out of your life, you know, and that really makes sense with this person's energy of like the keys on a ring that came through, right? Because like the Page of Wands is going to have somebody that, you know, they're communicating with a lot of people, basically. But the reason that this person is doing this, the reason that they're treating you this way is because deep down, like, because they know that you guys are this really, like, mature, you are this really beautiful, like, warm source of light. You guys are really awakened and evolved. Like, they know that you're kind of maybe out of their league and that they can't really, I don't think that they feel like they're ready to really be with someone of your caliber just yet. Okay? So 8 of Pentacles reverse, this is kind of telling me that your person is in a place right now of like just not really being able or willing to put in the effort. The 8 of Pentacles reverse is kind of someone that's a little bit lazy or just not really paying attention to the details right now. I also think, again, this is really speaking to this person, you know, working on themselves. You know, this person may have like financial issues or work issues that are out of alignment right now in their life, and they're trying to really get those things back on track. And so with that Hierophant card being here, I do see that this person, again, they have a lot of respect for you, but I feel like this is going to continue to be sort of like a status quo of your connection right now. I don't think that this is going to be someone that's coming in with any major changes right now. I think that they just kind of want to keep things like the same between you as they've always been. It's interesting too, though, because with that Hierophant card, it's like, I definitely see that this person looks to you for guidance. Again, going back to the guide, you guys may be very spiritual. My viewers watching this video are just really enlightened or really in tune with yourself. And so I definitely feel that this person sees you as someone that can provide guidance for them, that they can go to for maybe spiritual guidance or just healing in general. I'm almost like seeing you guys as the Hierophant here and your person as this person here. Like, they don't necessarily feel like they have the same power as you. They don't necessarily feel like they're on the same level as you right now. And so with the message of unawakened here, I just wasn't ready for you. I think that really kind of sums it up, you guys. I just think that this person right now, as the energy stands right now, is not ready to be in a connection with someone of your caliber. We also have the music card. Song lyrics are speaking to me. So this could be a connection that you guys really bond through music. Maybe you guys have similar tastes in music, or maybe when this person listens to certain songs, they're reminded of you. So that could be like a way that this person still connects with you, is through listening to certain songs that remind them of you. So we're going to go ahead and close it out there for you, pile number 1, but definitely drop me a comment and let me know how this reading resonated with you. I always love hearing your guys' feedback in the comments, so please let me know. Thank you all so much for taking the time to view this reading today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye! Hey there, pile 2. If you guys did select this beautiful moonstone with the Halloween tarot, let's go ahead and see what's happening with you and your person. So I'm going to shuffle these cards on camera in the second half of the reading alongside some of these message cards. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to look at kind of a deep dive into your relationship. So we're going to look at like the energy shared in this connection, as well as where both people stand before I transition into your person specifically. Okay? Whoop. All right. So we have the shared energy here is the message of rejection. We have the root chakra, okay? We have metamorphosis, that's a beautiful card. We have spring, okay? We have Cupid's arrow. We have seduction. We have the receiver. And we have resentment. Okay. All right, give me a minute here, pile 2. All right, you guys, so this is a really interesting energy that I'm picking up on here. I feel like, okay, so starting off at the shared energy here, rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection. So I definitely feel that there has been maybe like a parting of the ways in this connection, or some sort of proposition that was made here where both parties were like, no. And I feel like the reason why has to do with this root chakra card. I feel like, so the root chakra card, this is talking about security, to feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. So the root chakra is like the foundation of the connection. This is about like, do I feel safe with this person? Do I feel secure with this person? Do I feel like I can build a foundation for a really beautiful, blossoming relationship with this person? And so I feel like there was something here that was maybe a little bit out of alignment where both parties felt like they couldn't necessarily build that future. Both parties didn't feel safe. Both parties didn't feel secure with the other. And so this is why we ultimately have this rejection energy bridging the both of you together. Okay? Now, starting here with the person on the left, and just for clarity, you guys, you the viewer could be this person, or your person you're asking about could be either person. So just kind of like use your intuition to determine which person is you and which person is your love interest. So the person on the left, I feel, is in a really positive headspace around this connection and just in general. This beautiful energy of metamorphosis is showing here. So I definitely see that this person is going through a transformation in this connection and in their love life just in general. I feel like, butterflies are a beautiful symbol of change. They're a beautiful symbol of growth, transformation. And I also feel like this person, there's a lot of water being shown here, and there's this beautiful full moon. And so I feel like this person has changed like the way that they show up to connections from like an emotional standpoint. The water is very calm in this image, if we look at it. And so I definitely feel like this person is like very emotionally mature, emotionally evolved, emotionally stable. And I'm not necessarily seeing the same for the person over here. But I do feel like this person here on the left, the metamorphosis person, is in a place right now where they're like, with the Cupid's arrow, it's like they're in a place where they're just like knowing like the universe has someone for me, whether it's this person or someone else. It's like they have faith that the right person is headed their way. And I also think that they're in a really great space to being open to receive, right? Like this person definitely feels more like the feminine in this connection. But they're more open to receiving love now. So the receiver talks about enjoys gifts and surprises, is comfortable taking what is given, and likes when others take the initiative. So it's like, I don't really see that this person is in a place where they're feeling like they need to do a lot to connect with the other person. They're really just kind of leaning back and receiving what's given to them. And if what's given to them isn't up to standard, then they're not necessarily in a place where they're feeling like they have to commit to that, right? Because they have faith that the right person or the right connection is going to come into their life when it's divinely guided to. Now, this person over here, I feel like they were going into this connection with maybe maybe not going into the connection with it, but I definitely see that right now they're in a place of maybe a little bit of a lower vibrational energy. Now, the good news here is that like this person does have the spring card. So I definitely feel like this person is in a place where they're ready for fresh energy as well. They're wanting a new beginning. Spring is when like new things blossom and grow after the winter. So I do sort of feel like there is still a sense of optimism around this connection with the metamorphosis person, but I don't think that this person is doing the best job of really healing from whatever went down in this relationship. Okay, So the resentment card, this talks about holding on to the past hurts is blocking forward movement. Forgiveness is necessary to uplift your spirit. So this person is either needing to forgive the metamorphosis person for something that went wrong, or they're still needing to heal and forgive relationships from their past. And they could be showing up to this connection with the metamorphosis person as just being really like there's a blockage that prevents them from really being able to open up and be vulnerable. And this could be why this feeling of security or insecurity was there. This person also comes up with the seduction card, right? So it's like this person may have come across as being like more, like I was saying, low vibrational energy, or more into just like hooking up or wanting really casual dating, or maybe they were being a player and just like, talking to a lot of different options, right? So they weren't necessarily showing up as being as evolved as the metamorphosis person was. I also do think for some of you that this person, like if you've split from this person and we're kind of just tapping into where they're at right now, I feel like they're trying to heal from this connection through seduction, and I don't think that it's really working out for them, to be honest, because this energy feels really negative. It's almost like their new beginning is having to do with flirting and playing the field and stuff like that, versus really going within and doing the inner work to heal from what happened. So, okay, pile 2. Let's go ahead. We're going to push these cards off to the side for right now. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your tarot cards on camera. So bear with me here while we get organized. All right, and I've got this Halloween deck that we're going to use for you. All right, so for pile 2, Spirit, how is their person currently feeling about them and about this connection? Four of Pentacles, 4 of Pumpkins, reversed. 5 of Wands, reversed. Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. So it's interesting because that seduction card did have a third party interference going on. And we do have 2 queens here. I'm not going to jump to conclusions because I don't know, but sometimes 2 queens can indicate that. Let's get some clarifiers here. So let's go ahead and see for pile number 2. How are they currently feeling about, how's their person currently feeling about this connection? All right, so we've got irreplaceable. We have mistakes. Let's get one more. Issues. Yeah. Okay, so let me just kind of straighten up here for you guys. So yeah, you guys, I definitely feel like this person is this spring person that we were talking about with this seduction energy. So I'm going to put those cards here just so we can kind of see, have the energy, present as we analyze. So listen, the positive thing here about this person's feelings is I do see that they have a lot of regret for the way that they treated you. And I definitely see that they are acknowledging that they made mistakes. So there is a level of awareness here that this person may have done something wrong or that they may have treated you unfairly in some form or fashion. I do see with the Queen of Cups coming through that this person certainly does see you as being someone who's very compassionate, very empathetic, someone that's very emotionally stable and emotionally mature, as we had here with this Metamorphosis card, right? And I definitely know that this person felt really, really good when they were in your presence. And, you know, they feel at this time that, like, as they're out there dating, hooking up with people, that there's really nobody that compares to you. There's nobody who compares to the way that you made them feel, your beautiful, loving energy that you have, okay? But I definitely see that this person at this time, with the Four of Pentacles reversed, the Five of Wands reversed, I just don't really see that they're in a place where they're going to be making a lot of effort and energy toward this connection. I feel like both of these cards reversed are sort of giving me like a giving up type of vibe, or like a dropping the ball type of vibe, where it's like, I think that when it comes to just like taking any action, I'm just not seeing them in a place of that. It's almost like they're trying to release it right now because they're in a place of needing to deal with other issues. So we've got my family and upbringing are a bigger factor than I realized. So it's like, maybe this person is going through a little bit of an awakening, and this is why we have this spring card coming up for them, where it's like, you know, they have awareness that they made mistakes here, and they have awareness that their behavior wasn't the healthiest as it pertained to this relationship, and it may be tied to their family. There may be family issues or something that happened in their childhood that they're starting to explore, or come to the realization that they've maybe created these patterns in adulthood that aren't serving them in their highest good. So I think we're going to go ahead and close it out there for you, Pile 2, but definitely let me know how this reading resonated with you. Drop me a comment down below. Thank you all so much for taking the time to view this reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello there, Pile number 3. If you all selected the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot with the Smoky Quartz crystal, this will be your reading, your energy check-in between you and your person. So first half of this reading, we're going to look at the connection in depth, your energy, their energy, the shared energy between you. And then second half of the reading, we're going to use the tarot and another oracle deck here to look just specifically into your person's feelings, okay? Let's go ahead and see. So the energy joining this relationship together is the energy of denial, okay? And we have the root chakra. Interesting, okay? We have karmic partner, devotion, okay? We have the phoenix, and love. Aw. We have healing, and the 7th house. Okay, beautiful. All right, you guys, so give me a minute here. So, okay. The shared energy in this connection is where I want to get started, Pile 3. So we have denial, detach with love to clearly see the truth. So I definitely feel like in this relationship, maybe there's been a little bit of a lack of clarity around the reality of the situation. Like there's definitely a need to ground yourself and for your person to ground themselves so that they can really see the reality of what's going on here. When I think of denial, sometimes I think of like us viewing a connection through rose-colored glasses, or viewing a connection or projecting onto the connection like this idealized image of what we want it to be versus seeing it for what it really is, okay? And, you know, the root chakra is just kind of like further clarifying this message of needing to ground and plant your feet firmly on the ground as you are looking at the relationship here, okay? I'm kind of feeling, or I kind of wonder if like this connection, you know, because it's being joined by the root chakra and it says safety here, This says, in the hurricane of life, a strong foundation will keep you safe. So there's something about this connection, like, that might not be grounded in reality, or that might not be built on the strongest of foundations just yet, okay? I still feel like there's potential for this connection to grow because of the energies that I'm seeing between both parties here, but I'm getting a vibe here that maybe the timing isn't right, especially because it's like in the hurricane of life. You know, it almost feels like right now there could be circumstances external to this relationship that are impacting one or both of the parties. I'm feeling like it's more this person. And because there's this extra, maybe crazy energy going on, it's preventing from this relationship from really being able to be rooted and be practical and really grow into something real, okay? So the person here on the left, the karmic partner, this person is going through a healing process right now. I'm getting the sense that this person may have, so I don't know like your situation with your person, pile 3, but like, because when I'm looking at the karmic partner, we have like 3 people here, this is making me feel like perhaps your person has maybe just recently gotten out of a relationship with a karmic partner, and maybe you guys were their friend, their support system on the side maybe. Maybe for some of you viewing this, you are this person's karmic partner. But the karmic partner really has to do with a partner who teaches us a lesson, okay? It's a connection that's very triggering, and it's a connection that really exposes the things about ourselves that need healing, okay? So this person, I definitely think, is moving through this healing process because of a karmic partner, whether it's you or whether it's just the connection, another connection outside of this relationship. This person is starting like a new phase in their life with the Phoenix. I feel like they are in a place right now where they are, like maybe just like, when I think of the Phoenix, I think of like rising from the ashes, you know, like they've been through something recently, a hurricane type energy that I think is really making them need to focus on themselves, focus on their own healing journey right now. But I definitely feel like this person wants to stay connected with the devotion person. I definitely feel like this person has like feelings that there is potential for this connection to grow, because we also have messages here about like rekindling, renewing, changing their mind, right? So as this person is rising from the ashes and healing from their karmic partner, whether it's you or someone else, I still feel like they have hope that this connection could grow in the future, but it just may not be the right time for them right now, okay? Now, the devotion person is showing up as just being like, just like unconditionally loving the other. I feel like if you guys are in separation from the karmic partner person, this devotion person is, you know, it's like they're just holding space. So if this person, the karmic partner, hasn't been communicating with the devotion person, it's like this person is keeping themselves open for that person to return and holding love in their heart for this person, because, you know, the love card, this talks about unconditional love, but it also talks about like, it talks about self-love, oneness. And so I do feel like the devotion person has a lot of compassion and empathy for the karmic partner person. And so while I don't necessarily see this devotion person going out of their way to like talk to this person or communicate or whatever, it's like they just want the karmic partner person to know that like they're here for them if they need anything, and it's unconditional, right? They don't have expectations, which is a really beautiful energy to be in. But with this devotion person, we also have the 7th house of Libra/Venus coming through. This talks about your perception of an ideal connection, the commitment you seek in relationships, how you project and deal with triggers. So there is still like a karmic element or a lesson around this relationship for the devotion person as well, okay? I'm really being drawn to the sentence here around your perception of an ideal connection. Going back to this, denial energy, right? Like, I think the devotion person, because they have such pure, unconditional love for the karmic partner person, maybe you guys, or maybe this person really sees this person in just such a positive light, and they see the positive sides of this person. There could be something here around needing to get real about this person. There's something around perception of an ideal connection that needs further exploring here for this devotion person. So if you guys, my viewer, are identifying more with the energy of this devotion person, which intuitively I'm feeling like you guys are, there's a karmic lesson for you to learn here as well. And I feel like it could be around idealizing someone or projecting like the qualities that we might believe or really want someone to have versus really looking at the truth, right? Because if we look at this person over here, the karmic partner is showing up as, this process requires patience, do not disturb, which is making me feel like this person may not be the most communicative right now with you, with the devotion person, right? Like, they're really trying to focus on their own growth right now. And so you guys might be holding out for something that this person just isn't really ready to give right now. So I want to go ahead, let's transition into your person specifically, just so we can get some clarity on how they're really feeling, okay? Let's see, oh, goodness. Let's push these guys to the side. We're going to work with 2 decks here, so let's go ahead and get your tarot deck. So, Spirit, give us some insight, please, onto pile 3's person and how their person is truly feeling at this time. About pile 3 and the connection that they share. Six of Wands reversed. The Emperor card. Yep. Okay, it's reversed. One more. Okay. Well, look at that. All right. 5 of Swords at the bottom. I'm going to shuffle the other deck, and then we'll get into like the full energy of what I'm seeing here. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify for my pile 3 viewers. How is their person currently feeling right now? Yeah. Aw. Okay. This is good energy, you guys. Like, I really think that there's potential for this connection in the future. It definitely feels optimistic to me. But I just think that maybe right now is not the right time for your person. I want to pull a couple of these cards back out so that we know who we're talking about here. So listen, let's chat. We have over here at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Swords for how your person is feeling. And so I think this person right now is like, they're not in the best headspace as it pertains to this relationship, okay? I do think they have really positive feelings for you, as you guys can see here, which we'll get to in a second. But it's like, I think this person right now just feels like cut up into pieces. You know what I mean? I think that they have probably really just been through a lot as it pertains to this karmic situation that they've come out of. And so they don't feel like they're a whole person that's really able to come to you. But the thing about the Five of Swords is that it's all in their head, right? Like clearly you guys, my viewer, are totally open to receiving love from this person, and you unconditionally love this person, which is so beautiful. But this person, for whatever reason, is like self-sabotaging right now. They don't feel confidently about their abilities to really connect with you on that level. With the Three of Cups at the bottom, I definitely want to talk about this because this is a beautiful friendship card. So I definitely feel like this person views you guys as a friend, as someone that's really lovely and just fun to be around. You are that emotional support for them when they need it. But, the Three of Cups, remember how we had 3 people here in this karmic partner card? It's like I do still think there is like a third party that they're needing to heal from right now. Like overwhelmingly, that's what I'm getting from this group. We also have here at the bottom of the deck the Mute card. I've thought about reaching out to you, but then I stopped myself. So again, like the undertone of this person's feelings is kind of these self-sabotaging thoughts where it's like, even though they know they want to reach out to you and they know that they want to connect with you, it's like they get in their own way and just like don't do it. But I think a lot of this is stemming from like this Six of Wands energy and this Emperor energy reversed of like just not feeling super confident about themselves right now. The Six of Wands is like, I feel like this person may feel like they're just not like they're just not up to par with you. They're not of the same caliber as you right now. They're not feeling super confident in themselves. And I also feel like this person maybe just doesn't really want to be seen right now. They may not want to have a lot of attention on them right now because, again, they're still trying to figure things out for themselves. Remember, they had this Phoenix card, right? They're rising from the ashes right now in their life. They're healing. So I don't think that they are coming across as really having like the stamina to put forth energy into a connection, even though they see the connection, they feel it, they recognize it. They have love for you here with this Knight of Cups. There's just not that willpower right now to put forth effort into a relationship. And with this Emperor card reversed as well, this is another energy of someone that's not in their power yet. I think that this person has a lot of potential. I feel like they're a masculine energy is what I'm getting from this. And I do feel like this person wants to feel like they are a provider, a protector. Like there's someone that's really able to meet you as an equal in this connection. But right now, because they're still healing, they've been knocked off of their horse, so to speak. It's like they just don't seem to have... it just keeps going back to that confidence, you guys. But with that Knight of Cups energy, it's like they definitely have love for you. They have care for you. The Knight of Cups also talks about communication. So it's like, I do think that this person has like positive feelings for you that they want to communicate, but I think they stop themselves from doing it quite often. We have safe, you feel like home to me. So this person definitely feels really comfortable with you. You definitely hold space for them. Like they can feel your unconditional love, and I think that they really appreciate it. But it's just like right now, because of what they're going through, they just don't feel like they have the energy to really be able to reciprocate it. And so if they've been holding themselves back from you, I think that that's why. I think that they're not used to having someone that's so unconditionally holding space for them and just showing that unconditional love. They feel like they have to give to you in return, and they want to be able to give to you in return. And because they don't have the energy for it right now, they're holding back. But music is interesting. So this says song lyrics are speaking to me. So this could be a connection where you guys are like connected through music. Maybe you guys have similar tastes in music. Maybe music's a big part of your relationship. But this person is definitely thinking about you when they're listening to certain songs. So that's pretty interesting too. So let's go ahead. We're going to close it out there for you, pile number 3. So definitely let me know how this message resonated with you in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for taking the time to view today's reading, and I'll see you in the next one.